My favorite games is Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4 and then the remastered version on the PlayStation 5. But man, I've always wondered, hey, what would this game be like if I could play it on PC with all my settings cranked up? And now I can. But not only can I play this on PC, I could also play this on the Steam Deck, which makes it even cooler because you basically have a portable version of Spider-Man. And what's interesting is the Steam Deck is basically becoming Vita 2.0 because all these PlayStation titles coming to the PC has been something of a bit of a controversial thing. A lot of people don't seem to like it, primarily the Sony fanboys. But as a gamer, you just got more choice. And if you can play the games to the optimal quality that even the PlayStation 5 can't put out, I don't see a problem with that. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about none other than Spider-Man Remastered for the PC, as well as reviewing it for Steam Deck. And I'm excited to dive into it. So without further ado, let's get into it. Before we kick off this video, I want to give a huge shout out and mahalo to PlayStation for providing the review copy of Spider-Man Remastered for PC. This is a game I previously reviewed back in 2018 when it originally came out. And I also reviewed the red PlayStation 4 Pro Spider-Man edition, which is really cool. I kind of wish I kept it because it's such a collector's item, but it was really cool having that. And you know, just before Spider-Man came out, we didn't really have a lot of superhero games that were great. I mean, outside of the Arkham games, there wasn't really anything else that was exceptional. I mean, yes, the Deadpool game was good, but it had a lot of quirks to it. But nothing touched the Arkham games until we got Spider-Man 2018, and it just blew it out the water. Now, I could go and gush about how great this game is and all the mechanics and this and that, but that's old news. What we're here to talk about is how this performs on PC, as well as how it performs on Steam Deck, and all the little things you can tinker with and change as it goes on. But before we dive into this review, make sure you sub to the channel, ding the notification bell, that way you stay up to date on all the content that I put out. So without further ado, let's get into this review for Spider-Man Remastered for PC. The PC port of Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered is truly a marvel because not only does it include all the upgrades from the previous PS5 remastered version, but it also gives us more options for a much higher visual fidelity, better performance, but above all, it gives us the option to have this landmark title be entirely portable and playable on Valve's Steam Deck. And it's marvelous. Touching on the technical aspects that you get to tinker with for this port, you get substantially improved lighting along with ray tracing and ray trace reflections off of buildings and bodies of water, and even higher frame rate in comparison to the PlayStation 5 version, graphical enhancements to everything in the game from characters to NPCs to environments, and best of all is the massive jump in loading time to the point of being near non-existent. You can adjust the reflections, shadows, character detail, lighting, field of view, as well as toggle between utilizing FSR 2.0 or NVIDIA DLSS, or if you've got a powerful enough rig, you can just run the game in max settings. You can run the game at 4K 144Hz or 1080p with a refresh rate from as low as 30 frames per second all the way to over 120 frames per second depending on your PC rig. What I absolutely love is the fact that this game works perfectly with ultra-wide monitors, so I can play this on my 49-inch ultra-wide as well as my 34-inch ultra-wide without any visual distortions, and gives not only the general gameplay a more cinematic feel as well as the cutscenes. And what that does is it brings them to life in a way that normally it wouldn't feel as spectacular as it currently does. So I give a hats off to Nixes for incorporating it so perfectly. Speaking of controls, you can play this game with any controller setup from mouse and keyboard, Xbox controller, Switch controller, and PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 controllers. What's cool about using a PlayStation 5 controller is that it allows you to utilize the DualSense's haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. However, you'll need to have a wired connection if you want to use those features. It's not available to use wirelessly. When it comes to playing this on the Steam Deck, you can expect to get a good hour and a half of gameplay if you have it on default settings settings, which have the graphical settings set to medium and frame rate set to 30 frames per second with FSR 2.0 turned on. You can adjust the graphical detail as well as the frame rate and push it up to 60 frames per second, although depending on what you have turned on, the game may have a fluctuating frame rate if you don't have the settings on medium with the higher refresh rate. If you tinker with the TDP settings and per game profiles in your Steam Deck, then you could get near 2.5 hours of gaming on the go. The fans do kick in when playing this portably, but they never get loud to the point where it was unbearable or, it overtook the speakers on the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck does get warm when playing this on it, but never burning to the touch, so do keep that in mind. If you previously played the game on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5, then the core gameplay hasn't changed at all, and it's still the most comparable to the gameplay you'll find in the Batman Arkham games in terms of overall feel and core mechanics, with its bare-knuckle combat and stealth scenarios feeling very similar, just with the Spider-Man twist to it. Spider-Man makes combat feel more open-ended, with you utilizing his punches, kicks, web-slinging, combo enders, and the deployment of web-based gadgets. Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered is an excellent-looking game that runs smoothly on PC and Steam Deck. I didn't really run into any animation or graphical hitches. I really didn't run into any frame rate issues, and for the most part, it was smooth sailing. There isn't any real dynamic day and night cycles or weather systems, so unfortunately that is dictated by the story. When it is night or raining, the world looks impressive. The character designs of Spider-Man and the villains are fantastic. Even, the updated model of Peter in Remastered compared to the original 2018 release, it's finally grown on me, and it does look good. All in all, wrapping this review up, it's certainly that Insomniac nailed their version of Spider-Man back in 2018, and in 2022 knocked it out of the park with this PC port that makes an already fantastic game that much more playable. From the gameplay to the graphics to the story to the world, an immense amount of care is apparent and greatly appreciated with this title. Spider-Man is one of the best gaming experiences I've had in 2022, and being able to play this on the Steam Deck just makes it that much more amazing. Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered for PC is a must-play, can't-miss game. And that's it. That's the review for Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered. Again, mahalo to PlayStation for providing a review copy of this game. I've really enjoyed playing this not only on my desktop, but my gaming laptop, as well as on the Steam Deck. This is the main thing I've been looking forward to, is playing this on the Steam Deck. And, just having this game and having it portably, especially when I want to play it, when my kid's over there watching Badanamu or watching Cocomelon, I can really get in a little web slinging action without having to interrupt her and what she's watching. So I'm grateful to be able to play this, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it too. But what are your guys' thoughts on Spider-Man Remastered for PC? Are you excited for it? Are you picking it up? Or are you content with playing it on the PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5? Whatever your thoughts are, let's go ahead and get the conversation going in the comment section below. And if you really enjoyed this video, make sure you like it, sub to the channel, and ding the notification bell. That way you stay up to date on all the content that comes out from this channel. If you want to support further, we do have channel memberships here on YouTube, which gets you early and exclusive access to content that comes out, input on content that's upcoming, as well as original content that will be channel members exclusive. And this also goes for Patreons as well. It's another method if you prefer to use that. And we also have merch over on Teespring and TeePublic, so you can go get some cool swag and, show some support for your local boy. All that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hope you stay safe, be blessed, have a great time, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. All for your time. If you found this episode to be incredibly enjoyable, informative, or if there's anything you gain from it, or any insight, or anything that's good that you really enjoyed, make sure whatever platform you're listening to it on, or if you're watching it, leave a comment if that's available on the platform, like it, share it around with someone you think would enjoy it, and give us some feedback, because your feedback is exactly what we need to keep this show going. And if you're wondering what are some ways that you could support the show, we got various ways. We've got Patreon, we have channel memberships over on YouTube, as well as Subscribestar, Coffee, and so much more. Links for everything will be in the description. Check that out. And with all that being said, I hope you have an aloha rest of your day.
Let them know that I'm next level. I'm a whole new kind of guy. Yeah. Yes, at the top spot, in case you forgot. We the ones that got the block hot, bullet got the shot.